Looney Farm Guy here with a new mod test for Farming Simulator 22. This is for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5 on Fox Farm, one of my test maps here. And this is a pack of very interesting Massey Ferguson tractors. This is the FS22 series by Erik, Isac, and Agro mods. For what you get, 33.88 megabytes to download. That's a pretty small download for what you get. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 tractors in this pack of tractors, and I have them all purchased here and on the field, and all the way down to here, starting with the smallest one and then working our way up. They all have something a little bit different, although they are all have a lot of features in common as well. So we're going to go through each one of them kind of quickly, and then we're going to kind of take each one for a little drive. We're not going to spend an extreme amount of time. I have various wheel configurations chosen here to show them working in the field. So let's get right into it. Let's start with this little guy, and we'll find them all in vehicles and small tractors and all the way down to the end for me. So here they all are. They all range from, as you can see, prices range from 20,000 up to 38,000, so very reasonably priced. As a matter of fact, extremely reasonably priced compared to some of the other smaller tractors. So economy, yes, quite good. Horsepower ranges from 75 to 120, and then 99 to 150 for some of the slightly larger ones. And 26 miles per hour speed, manual transmission. We're just kind of going through the specs here, and then let's take a look at it now. So engines 75, 80, 83, 120. Wheels, wheel setup. This one doesn't have a choice of wheel brands. We have standard or wheel weights. This is just kind of like a tiny perhaps orchard type or something small like that. Fenders, we have yes or no rear fenders. Front weight up to 400 kilograms. Front grille, old or new. This is something you're going to see on all the tractors. Side design, old design or new. This is something else that's going to be on all of them. Protection grid, yes or no. That's another thing you'll see on most, if not all of them. Auxiliary options, that's the chain on the front. Radio antenna, left, right, or both. I believe that's an option on all of these. This is another option. Painted grid and shovel. You're going to see that on lots of them. And the rim color is going to be, this is going to be an option for all the tractors if you have the standard wheels and rims, at least anyways. No charge for any of the color choices. Like so, and then a license plate, let's see, type 1, type 2, back only, so you can have a choice of a back license plate on this one. Right, so hopping right into the next one, we're going to go through them all, and then we're going to just drive a little bit. This one too, it's up to 90, 120, 120 with the chip. This is obviously a two-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive tractor. We have choices of tires: Lizard, Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Continental, Midas, Nokian, and Lizard. In Lizard, we have weights and duals and the Rice tires, Rice auxiliary with the cage, the iron wheel, used Rice tire with weights, double used, and auxiliary used tire with the K and the cage, and then the conical wheels, and back to standard. So we can really make it hop doing that. $1,500 for, yeah, 23 for the doubles. Trelleborg just narrows. Michelin weights, BKT wides and weights, Continental has a few more options, as you can see here. We'll just scroll through them. About $6,000 for the twin wheels. Midas, wides and weights. Vertestein, we have some twin options here for about $6,000. Nokian is as is, communal, and back to Lizard. So we'll leave it there. Fenders, rear or no. Again, front weight up to 400 kilograms. Front grille, old or new. Side design, again, same protection grid. You can have that. Auxiliary options, all. So you have the current, which is a chain. Auxiliary cover, which is that yellow tarp. Windshield and chain. Windshield auxiliary cover and current, or all, like so. $3,200 for that. Standard, original without muffler, chrome, or standard. Radio, same design. We have the again, the standard shovel or painted grill and shovel. We have the option on this one is the front loader attacher. First one with that. So if you choose a front loader, the weight and the protection grid go away. So you do not have a weight with the front loader. You have the MF4200 or AGM 600 option or a Hauer. So whichever one you prefer. There. And then rim color. Moving up the list, we have the next one that's up to 120 horsepower. This is obviously a four-wheel drive or front-wheel assist at least. We have the regular assortment of tire brands, and then in Lizard we have the Rice tires, used Rice tires, and Conical, and so forth. I do believe Trelleborg is just Narrows. Yeah, so I think the tire choices on this one, yeah, from here on in, the tire choices pretty much, oh, we do have twins all around for this one, Continental. I do believe I have that one. Vertestein, oh, twins all around for Vertestein as well, and Nokian is communal, and back to Lizard. Fenders, front mudguard complete. So this one, we have a little bit extra. We have the rear fender, front fender, or both. Front weight, again, yes. Old design, the grille, protection grid. Yes, you have the protection grid if you like. We have the chain, and we have all the different options like we've seen with the last one with the windshield and the tarp and everything. Exhaust options are the same as the last one. Antenna is the same. Design is the shovel and grid. Front loader, we also get an option for either one or no. So notice that some of the things get taken away if you go with the front loader. And then rim color again. So the theme, it's kind of, as you can see, we have a reoccurring theme. This is the one with the cabin. Again, I do believe all the tire options here are going to, oh, I think we have a, did we have a twins all around? Yeah, I think in there, oops, Trailerware, Michelin, BKT, Continental. Yes, twins all around for Continental on that. That looks kind of cute. And then, yeah, so this is the same as the previous. We have fenders, the fender all around option. Again, the front weight, grille, side design, protection grid. I don't think there's anything different here. Yes, this one has all these same options. We're moving up to this one. The two-wheel drive, as you can see, and this is up to, so 99, 105, or 150. We have, the tires are a little bit of different options on these tires. Just because it's the rear wheels and not, we do have the conical. Trelleborg is just narrow. Michelin, weights, BKT. Yeah, so pretty much the same here. Fenders, we have just the rear fender option, front weight up to 400. Grill, side design, protection grid, auxiliaries, we have all like here. Yeah, nothing different here either. And then again, moving on, we have the chip. This one is a four-wheel drive version of the last one. Tire designs are, let's see, do we have the Continental? Oh, no Continental. So some different choices here. I don't think it had, we had, twins if you want twin rear. So this has a twin rear with the Lizard, which is nice. And then the Rice, kind of a double Rice tire with a thinner one. So that's a little different than the others. Auxiliary, and we have the no conical. Oh, there it is. There it is. Ta-da! If you like that. And then back to standard. We have the front and rear fender option. Front weight, grill, side design, protection grid, yes or no. Auxiliary, we have all of those options. Exhaust, radio, antenna. Yeah, the antenna's design. You can have the shovel on there if you wished, but of course that goes away if you choose the front loader option. And finally, we have one with a cab, and that's going to have a few different options, up to 150 horsepower. We have all the usual suspects for the tires. Fenders, we have two. Front weight. Yeah, other than that, everything else is, yeah, I'm not going to go through it. We have glass options for glass color. And a front loader option if you wish. I think that pretty much covers it. Okay. Hopping into the little guy, we do have a couple of interesting, does this one? No, this one is the only one that doesn't have every option. If we hop in and start it up. Nice. We have lights, signals, and up to 26 miles per hour. If we unhook our, there we go, unhook that for a moment. They seem to work very well, even with the manual transmission. They don't hang up in gear, nothing like that. They seem to drive around really nice. They're very responsive. They'll back up right away. It doesn't kind of like, see, it's like, oh, it's in reverse now. Oh, it's in forward now. Very smooth. It doesn't like stop and it's like, oh, where's reverse? I can't remember where reverse is. No, very good. Very, very, very good. So this one, it's a little bit big for this guy. As you notice, the back wheels are spinning a little bit, so it's probably not meant to pull something this large. However, it does make a valiant effort, and it is kind of cute. Right, so that's the smallest of the one. You would probably use that for, well, just really small stuff. The next one up, I did put the conical wheels on just because. The horn sounds the same on all of them. This one's fares much better. It'll pull it up to the 11 miles per hour. It's a little bit bigger. I think the traction's a little better with those odd type wheels. This one too, they all work very well. As far as I can tell, I didn't really extensively test all of them. As you can see, seven of them here. They're all more or less basically the same, just kind of different versions of each one. Right, this is the two-wheel drive one. These are all in order that we looked at them. Now this one, does this one? Okay, this one doesn't have. Well, you're going to get to the oh, this one doesn't have any mirrors. So we got lights and signals. Now when we get to, now this one doesn't have any mirrors yet. When we get to the one that has mirrors, that's when things start, the options start to appear. Now this is the four-wheel drive one that I have the twin wheels on, and I've put a larger cultivator on this one, and seems to do quite well. It's a little bit big for it, but it's pulling it at speed, so that's nice. And lights and signals and all that stuff. No other really, we can say, no other real options than the regular. It's just a nice little, they're all obviously kind of a Brazilian or at least South American versions of these tractors. Right, so now we get into the ones with, oh, this one doesn't have mirrors. That one doesn't. This one does. And if we take a look at top L1, we have turn off group animations. So let's first of all start it up, and we'll show you that this too does pull this cultivator pretty good. Not quite as fast as the other one for some reason, but it's still adequate. And let's drop that. There we go. Right, so now we get into some interesting options. Here's the in-cab look. Lights are on. Signals. No signal indicator inside, but the lights are good. Right, so L1, if you don't, so rear view mirror adjustment. So control group 1, down there at the bottom, or the top left, the bottom of that box. So let's go in cab, and L1 and right stick left and right, you can adjust your left mirror. Very nice. Just left and right, not up and down. R1 and right stick is your right mirror. And that's your control group rear view mirror adjustment. Now if we press triangle again, we got control group door 2. L1 and right stick opens and closes that door. Nothing else. Now if you don't want those options, it's very nice. L1 and up on your D-pad, and those are all turned off. Now, is that going to interfere with maybe, what else is L1 and up? I'm not sure. Some attachments might have the L1 and up as something to operate an attachment, say, I don't know, auger wagon maybe, or who knows, there might be some equipment that have that, and I'm not sure if there's going to be conflict with that. There's possibly could, because I've come across that in the past. But other than that, there isn't any options. Once you turn that off, you don't have that in your menu, so that could be a reason why they have an option to turn it off, so it frees up the others for when you have something attached. I don't know. This as well, very smooth operating, very quick up to speed, so nice little unit, very nice. Right, moving on to the next one. This one does not have any mirrors, so we don't have the option to do anything to start it up. This is the two-wheel drive version, and away we go. And it also seems to work pretty nice, so no problems with this one. We're going to move on to the next one. And again, this one, I have the narrows on there actually. This one also doesn't have any options for mirrors or anything. It doesn't have any mirrors. And this one works well with the narrow tires, seems to grip very well. And finally, the last one of the pack. This one I did have a worker go a little bit, seems to work quite well. This one, again, we have the option control group door or control group mirror, rear view mirror. Again, if we go in cab, L1 and rotate right left mirror, and R1 the right mirror, and L1 the door with the control group door 2. Right. Okay. So there we have it. This guy also very capable pulling this piece of equipment. Actually, 9 miles per hour. Okay. So a little bit quicker, maybe a little bit more power, a little bit more grip and power than some of the others. I wouldn't try pulling anything much bigger than the horsepower rating. But there you have it. There you go. That's it. That is the MF4200 series by Erik, Isac, and Agro mods. 33.88 megabytes. Yes, and they are 19 slots each on console. Each one doesn't, they're all the same. 19 slots each on console. Thank you all for watching. I'm a Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game, so till next time, bye for now.